everybody wants the freebie, but nobody wants to buy. Is that really true? No way. Buyers are out there, and as a copywriter, you're in the unique position of being able to help your clients find them. But how and where do you find them? Let's talk about it. In this video, I'm going to give you 6 copywriting hacks you can use to help your clients move audiences from the freebie list to the red hot buyer list. And the best part is, these hacks work at any stage of the client's marketing strategy and can be used to move audiences from free opt-in to tripwire and on up the value ladder to the main offer and beyond. And you can even use these tips to get better results for your own lead generation and prospect nurturing. So let's talk 6 copywriting strategies that convert freebie-seekers into buyers. This YouTube channel is full of actionable and proven hacks, tips, and strategies for freelance copywriting mamas just like you. Make sure you subscribe and smash that button so you get notified when my videos go live. There's a common 3-step digital marketing strategy that goes something like this. It goes from lead magnet, which is a free opt-in, to a tripwire, which is a low-priced offer, to a main offer, which is a moderately or high-priced offer. It looks super simple on paper, but is it though? It's so frustrating to slave over creating a beautiful opt-in and a flashy tripwire, only to end up spending a bunch of ad budget generating leads that never become buyers. The first step to moving people into becoming paying clients and customers actually starts with a free lead magnet, but make no mistake. Just because a lead magnet is free doesn't mean it should be a throwaway resource. And that leads us to the first step to leading freebie seekers to becoming buyers. If your clients tend to get a lot of leads that never turn into buyers, this could be an indicator that they are missing one vital ingredient in their lead magnet, which is step number 1, value. A good lead magnet has to contain valuable information or resources that the audience is willing to trade their email address for. In this day and age of spam-filled inboxes, seriously, go check yours. It's full, I'm sure. People are less and less motivated to give away their email addresses. In other words, everything they offer needs to be good. But just because the lead magnet needs to contain value doesn't mean it has to be labor or time intensive for you or your client. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that the lead magnet doesn't require your personal time and energy beyond the initial creation of it. For example, your client might decide to offer a free strategy session. It might seem like a good idea, but they'll either A, quickly burn out because that's not sustainable, or B, hit a revenue ceiling they can't break through because they only have so many hours in the day. Instead, good lead magnets should be things that are one and done for the business owner or entrepreneur. Some examples of a good lead magnet are a downloadable guide or a cheat sheet or a checklist, an ebook, or a short training video. These items can be created, then easily delivered to an email inbox over and over again without needing the client's direct input. From the copywriting perspective, the value takes place inside the content of the lead magnet and the way that it's presented, but it also takes place in the headline of that lead capture landing page. You want to make sure that it really hones in on the valuable result this lead magnet is going to give them. Really communicate the value of it with a super strong value-based hook. You can also communicate the value by talking about the problem that they have that the lead magnet's going to solve. Now, if value was all there was to it, there'd be a ton of buyers out there moving from lead magnet to first purchase fast. But of course, it's never quite that easy. There's a lot of lead magnets out there that contain a ton of value, but still don't do a very good job of moving people out of the freebie zone into the buying zone. Why is this? Well, there's more, of course. The lead magnet has to be full of value, but step 2, it also has to create a measurable result for the user. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Let's say your client serves dentists. They have a lead magnet. It's a 16-page document of information on why dentists need online sales funnels. Is that information valuable to a dentist? Sure. There's plenty of dentists out there who could benefit from understanding what an online sales funnel could do to help grow their practices, but is reading a 16-page document about a funnel something most dentists aren't super familiar with? Is that really what's going to get them excited and charged up and ready to take action to buy your client's thing? Or will it become just another thing they'll struggle to get through and then end up discouraged about how complicated and intense it is? Probably the second one, right? They may read it, or they may see 16 pages and chuck it, but they're going to struggle to get anything out of it that they can actually take action on. It's a nice read, but it's just information, and that's not going to keep them sticking around to see what else your client has to offer. But you know what will? A lead magnet helps them get a measurable result. You want something that has them saying things like, wow, that's amazing. Look what that did for me. Because of this resource, I was able to accomplish XYZ. I can't wait to see what their paid stuff does. So what does that look like? Well, for the example of our dentist, that could be a step-by-step website checklist that gives 10 things a dentist can do right now to make sure their website is ready for traffic. Now that's a lead magnet with an actionable result. They read it, they do it, they check things off the list, and when they're done, they have a website that's ready for traffic. That's something they didn't have before, and they can say, I got this, I did this, I have this result. Now your client's the expert in their eyes, and they're going to pay attention the next time they see something your client puts out. When it comes to communicating this in the copy, you're going to want to focus on those bullet points in the landing page, where you're going to say exactly, here's what this lead magnet is going to help you do. Now some lead magnet opt-in pages have just a simple headline, and that's fine too. You just want to make sure that it is clear what the measurable result of that lead magnet is on that landing page. This next step is probably the one people falter on the most. I mean, most people do create lead magnets that are full of value and help people get a result. But where they fall short is letting the person walk away feeling like their problems have all been solved. When that happens, the reader's lulled into a false sense of security. Why would they buy the next thing if they think all their problems are taken care of? They won't. That's why step number 3 is to agitate the next level problem. Let's use our website checklist example. Let's say the dentist has gotten the result. They went through the checklist, they checked all the things off, and they feel like they're ready to start moving traffic to the site to see if they get better results. Mission accomplished, right? And if that's all the farther that takes them, they'll just carry on thinking everything's fine. Instead, stay one step ahead of them. Ask yourself, what's the next level problem this dentist is going to encounter that my client can help them solve? You want to get the dentist thinking about what else happens when someone visits their website. What do they want that person to do next, and what's standing in the way of that? Maybe they want to start getting more booked calls. What will they need in order to do that? A call booking page, some reminder emails, and so on and so forth. Now, the key is to start talking about that next problem and the next step at the end of the lead magnet content and in the follow-up email sequences. You just want to start to agitate the idea that they've solved one problem and it's opened up a little bit of a conundrum or a can of worms for the next one. Doing this will shoot you right into step number 4, which is presenting the next logical step. From a copywriting perspective, this takes place on the confirmation page of the lead magnet, where you begin talking about, congrats, you downloaded the XYZ. Now, did you know that you can actually get even bigger, better, more impressive results by taking care of this next level problem that you have with this tripwire? So you're just starting to talk about the idea that, okay, you solved this, then the next thing you're going to deal with is this. And that begins to happen on that confirmation page, which also holds the tripwire, and in the follow-up emails. Okay, Mr. Dentist has a value-packed lead magnet that helped him get a measurable result in his hand. Once you've agitated his next level problem, he wants more booked calls but people aren't scheduling, now it's time to put that first paid offer in front of him. But before you do, you have to make sure that tripwire contains the next logical step to solve that next level problem you just agitated. Let me say that again in a different way. If you don't offer the audience something that's the next logical step to the lead magnet they just used, they won't buy it, period. Let me give you an illustration with something that all of us can relate to. Ice cream. Let's pretend like it's a super hot day outside and you have to go walk your dog. You decide to head up the park because he needs his exercise whether it's hot or not, but you're dying. Then you hear the happiest sound in the world. Ice cream! Free ice cream! You pivot towards the sound so fast that poor Fido gets whiplash. And there in the corner of the park is a little ice cream stand. And sure enough, as you watch, you see that they're handing out cones for free. Yes! In about 2 seconds, you're in line with your hand out. And as your scoop of vanilla is made, the ice cream man asks, would you like a bowl of flamin' hot chili for just $5 more? Are you kidding me? It's about 1,000,000 degrees out here. That's the last thing I want. You thank the ice cream man for the free ice cream, and you wander off with Fido at your heels, happily licking your cone. And you never think about the hot soup offer again. That's how it feels to people when the tripwire doesn't match the lead magnet. Now let's look at this example again only a little bit differently this time. Same day, same dog, same boiling hot temperatures, same ice cream stand. Only this time, as you watch the ice cream man scoop your cone, trying not to drool, he says, for just $5 more, you can turn this cone into a double scoop and get access to the add-ons bar. He points over there, and when you look, you see that next to the ice cream stand is a salad bar display set up with all kinds of toppings. You got crushed candy bars, fruit, whipped cream, sauces and sprinkles, you name it, it's there. No-brainer, right? You fork over your $5 so fast it's like it was never even in your pocket. Doctor up your double scoop and wander off with Fido at your heels, now licking your enhanced ice cream cone. Now that's an offer, right? See the difference? Although the bowl of chili and the toppings bar were both food items of the same price, one was a raging success, while the other was a total flop. Why? Because when the freebie is valuable, ice cream on a hot day, and provides a measurable result, something yummy that cools you down, people want to take the next logical step to whatever the freebie is. When your client's tripwire is the next logical step for the audience member, they'll be much more likely to buy it. In the case of our example, Mr. Dentist, your client might try a low-ticket offer of some email template that nurtures new email list members to book appointments. That's going to save them time and energy, and it's exactly what they know they need right now. Just like when you agitated the next level problem in the confirmation page, which contains the tripwire, you're going to also talk about that next level result, that next logical step on that tripwire opt-in page. You're also going to bring it out in the follow-up emails after they've opted into the lead magnet. If they don't buy, you want to make sure to lead them back to that tripwire, that next level problem solver. Of course, not everybody goes after the paid offer straight out of the gate. Not everybody buys right off the tripwire page. A number of people will walk away before even taking you up on the offer, even if it is good as an ice cream toppings bar. Humans are naturally skeptical. This is a normal human reaction, and studies have shown it takes approximately 7 unique touches to get people to take action. In other words, don't give up too early. Remember when you were a kid and you really, really wanted something? Like really? You pestered your parents for days about it until you finally wore them down and they gave in, right? I'm not suggesting that you start spamming your client's email list, but what I am suggesting is that sometimes the clients get discouraged and just plain give up too soon. So send the follow-up emails, engage the messenger bots, give those freebie fans one more chance to buy. When it comes to copy, this takes place inside the follow-up email sequences that engage those new leads and lead them back to the tripwire, giving them another chance to take action and purchase. Well, let's say they do buy the tripwire. Let's say they do invest in the low-end offer. Of course, we're not done yet. The end goal is to continue to move those low-end offer buyers up the value ladder so they become main offer and potentially high-ticket purchasers. Post-tripwire purchase is not the time to stop communicating. It's not the time to back off. It's time to turn up the heat and move them towards becoming red-hot buyers. So, step number 6, make sure that you're continuing to stay visible. Make sure your client is still showing up online, giving value, and give that audience, that tripwire purchaser, more chances to interact with them. Make sure in those post follow-up sequences that you invite them to like and follow Facebook pages and other social media profiles. Encourage your client to keep up with their organic content. Many business owners forget that this is not a sprint, it's a marathon. And they die off before they ever reach marathon status. But it doesn't have to be like that. Continuity and longevity is possible. And it's not just possible, it's vital to the growth of any business. So this is the perfect opportunity for your client to stay in the game and use that amazing lead magnet tripwire combo you've helped them create to keep people in their spheres and serve them better by continuing to show up and stay visible and give value through their organic social media content and their regular email sequences that they send out day to day, week to week, month to month. So what do you think? Are you ready to start looking at lead magnets and tripwires a whole new way? Give me a thumbs up if this video was helpful and drop a comment below and let me know. And if you missed my video last week, I shared how to write email subject lines that convert. Check out the link in the video description below. And make sure to subscribe and follow this channel for more tips, strategies, and resources for freelance copywriting mamas. I'm Christa Nichols, living the mom, wife, copywriter life.